Good morning. So I'll give it a second before we get started. The PRs are about to come out. The only two plays I'm currently in are LIMN and AGH. LIMN, there's about to be some 7 o'clock news that comes out. So seeing if it pulls some attention away from this or if this stock just becomes bullish. The 7 a.m. crowd starts buying into it. So stay close. I'll stay close to this. And let me make sure my sound is on the news. Yeah. So in 1 minute, we'll get some PRs. Hope everyone's doing good this morning. Let me know if y'all have trouble hearing me or anything. Oh, I don't even have my trade ideas on. Let me get that pulled up. But yeah, so LIMN, it is a crypto play, and if it gets bullish here, I'm going to get out of it, but as of right now, it's staying under 10. And apologies, having to bounce screen to screen. I am... Okay, good. You can hear me? Cool. So I'm in LIMN. I'm thinking some of the attention is going to get pulled away if there's any decent PRs this morning, and I'm not sure if there were. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. There should be some things moving. So let's see what the top gainers look like. I'm in kind of heavy with LIMN. For me, I'm in 900 shares, so almost a 10K position, or 8K, 9K. But I really think this didn't have any news today, but it did have a PR about cryptocurrency yesterday. But I'm in it, seeing how much it'll give back. But I don't really see a lot moving at 7 a.m. with the news. Really hoping something would pop off. So I took profit at $9. So I basically have played it twice. Here, this moved down. Here, this moved down. So I'm sitting at $1,100 on the day because, like I was saying, I was playing a little bit heavier position with it, but I wanted to hold it, but I'm not seeing anything else moving, and I'm a little nervous if nothing else is really moving right now that people keep playing this. So I might just scalp this one. So when it goes back up to 10, I might look for another entry. AGH. So, man, this one wrecked me a little yesterday. So they have warrants at 82 cents that that was the news. So it was a private placement and it got bullish on it. Sometimes this happens. It's stupid. Doesn't make sense. But anyways, last second, you could see it getting manipulated after hours, end of day. They were pushing this, so I had to get out. But I re-entered today. So yeah, that's just the two positions I'm currently in. I'm getting the comments pulled up on my phone so I can see what y'all are saying because I'm still away from my home setup. But yeah, yesterday didn't end as good as I was hoping. Raven, you're in IXHL. Thanks for your participation lately, Raven. It's been cool to see you grow. You've been having some great days, bro. So congrats. Yeah, I'm not opposed to this position, Raven, but I don't like that it's, it's kind of like a multi-day runner at this point. But at some point, it's going to have to give back these gains. So maybe this is the day, because that was a pretty intense move yesterday after hours. So good luck with IXHL. Doesn't look like a bad play. Curious to see what LIMN does here, because I closed my position at 9, but if it falls below 869, I might add to it. But the problem is I don't see hardly anything else moving. So thanks, Raven. It means a lot. But I'm not seeing a lot moving. So if LIMN, IXHL are kind of the top gainers right now, and they're both up only like 30%, I think these are going to keep getting the attention. So I got to play it. I'm up $1,000 from this one position alone, so can't complain. So if it wants to come back, so long story short, if it comes back to 10, I'm taking another position. If it falls below this, like 870, I'll add to the position on some weakness. I'm not as good at playing the weakness once they start felling. I like kind of timing the top better. So I'll enter much smaller, but I'll enter 800 to 1,000 shares up here. I might play a little heavier this morning because I'm very frustrated about how the day ended yesterday. My flex your gains were not accurate by the end of the day. Nice. So you got an order waiting. I have an order waiting at 988 and 995. And or no, that's where my orders are. IXHL. Trying to fight over VWAP. Yeah, this might not be a bad play, Raven. There's not a lot that looks good right now, but this might be one of the better plays. Just from yesterday alone, it's up 81 cents all the way up to $1.34. Not bad. So yeah, from where it started yesterday to now, it's about 65%. So yeah, it's probably not a bad play. I just like seeing a little bit more on the move, but it might reject here at VWAP. Let's see. Oh no, I wasn't ready. Okay, so now LIMN finally made that move down, so I might add a little here. So I'm in. And then if it pops to VWAP, I'll re-add. And I know it's VWAP, not VWAP, but I've said it this way for so long I can't even change. MBLY. Okay, getting a little pop here. Didn't get an alert for it. Is it not up that much? Yeah, it's only up like 6%. I'll keep an eye on it, but not too interested in it right now. I'd like to see them up about 50% or so. But there's still, you know, a dollar, about 80-cent move right here. So added to LIMN, not as big of a position as I wanted, but I'm in 300 shares, so I can make some money on this if it keeps tanking, but my average is 856, 300 shares. That's always the who was I talking to? Maybe it was Ian, somebody recently, about when to take profits and when not to take profits, and it's a tough decision because when I start seeing things on trend, because this came down right here, then it kept making like lower highs, so I took profits. So entered somewhere around here, took profits here, then entered here, took profits here because I thought it might make another pop. There's no way to know, you know, for certain. It's frustrating when you do take profits and it keeps going down. But because I did take profits, I got to play this move twice. So technically, if I just would have held through this and it came back right here, I would have made nothing on that move. So the way I look at it, sometimes when you take profit, if you can re-enter, you kind of like double the move. So I made like $1 move almost twice on it. So I can't be that upset about it, but it is frustrating whenever it breaks a new low and you closed out. But you're not going to get them all right. Sometimes you're going to take profit when you should have just held, and sometimes you're going to hold and it's going to come back in reverse. That's just part of the game. AGH, like I said, I'm in this one. I'm not expecting any crazy big moves with this one. This is just like, hey, this was a stupid pump. They said they had warrants at 85 cents and it ripped. So at some point, they're going to start exercising these warrants. It might not be today. I don't know how long they have to sit on these warrants before they can use it. But the point is, I think momentum's going to give out in this one. Could be wrong. I thought it was going to give out earlier, and then it made another move. So I just want to keep an eye on this one, see if it slow fades. It burned me a little bit, so I'm seeing if I can make some of that back. But I'm not in very big with AGH. I'm just hoping it gives some of it back. The only thing I don't like is it is kind of on a little trend right now. So we'll see. I would like for it to kind of fall below that. Good morning, Martin. Bro, you've been on a crazy green streak. I know yesterday didn't play out exactly how you wanted, but I saw your post this morning while I was scrambling to get ready for live. And I know you were holding some, so you were holding a few positions. I hope they're playing out in your favor. No, ZOZ was one of them. Can't remember what the other ones were. So yeah, as this one pops back up to this support, I am tempted to add to my position, but I might wait just to see if it tests VWAP because I'm in 300 shares right now, so I'm content with my position size. I don't go heavy on the weakness plays. Like I was in 900, 800 shares up here, but again, I'm not as good at playing the fade. I'm better at playing the pop, so I go heavier with what I'm familiar with. So I was 800, 900 shares on the pops, about 300 shares here. So the reason why I'm saying that is not to brag about share size, because again, there's people that trade way bigger than me. It's more for you to just like have that mindset, you know. I get asked about position sizing all the time, and it's based on discretion on how confident I am in the play. Like I have a number I like to stay between, but my sizing is based on the confidence of the play, not just a set number for every play. I think if there's an A+ setup, and as long as you have defined risk, it's not a bad idea to go heavier sometimes. But not financial advice. This is educational purposes only. Shorting small caps is very risky. Yeah, Martin, I got ripped apart too by AGH. Like I thought for sure they released the warrant news at 85 cents, then it rips up. I got in a little too early on this first move up. Basically, when I saw this little doji style candle, I got in, and then it ripped some more. Then I was like, yeah, this is definitely going to be a nice overnight hold. And then it ripped again. So weird move, but hey, I was watching it too, which is frustrating. That's why I hate holding overnight, because I'll pay attention to it after hours too much. And there was like $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 or shares on the bid, and they were just pushing it up. I don't know if it was the company manipulating it. I don't know if it was a whale manipulating it. Long, I'm not sure, but it was getting forced up. And then if you do that at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, there's hardly any liquidity, so you can really move a stock. Yeah, I don't like holding overnight, but I actually have a decent win rate with holding overnight. The problem with holding overnight is when you don't get it right, sometimes it's a decent loss. Because anytime you hold it overnight and it has momentum, there's a chance that, you know, the 4 a.m. plays that we like, that, or some of us like, that pop immediately. Sometimes that overnight hold is that 4 a.m. pop. So when that happens, it's not good. But a lot of times they just give it all back too. So I closed out my position, which I hate that I did, because I had a pretty good average. but it was using up all my buying power. I wouldn't have been able to trade today because, like I told you, I don't keep my account size big, so you got to be aware of that. But anyways, LIMN, like I was saying, played it twice here, broke through this area, added to it. I'm in 300 shares now, and I honestly I'd prefer not to touch these until it gets down here to the 200. Don't plan on taking profit. If there's anything else moving, let me know that y'all see. I got my trade idea alerts on, so if anything pops, we should get notified. But kind of crazy, there's not a outside of GSIW, it's a 31-cent stock. I can't trade anything under 50 cents, but the biggest gainer is IXHL at 36%. That's not good. Kind of crazy, to be honest. There's nothing moving more than this. Are the meme stocks still going? What was that? GP? Is that, yeah. Oh no, they already gave back a lot of their gains. Could rip again, but interesting. I'm in AGL. I'm expecting it to pop a little bit more since it's still kind of on this little trend. If it breaks a new high, I'm going to get out. I'm going to be honest, I'm revenge trading this one a little bit. It burned me yesterday. And I'm expecting it to give it back, but there might be a few more pops before it gives it back since there's literally no distractions right now. Hardly anything's moving, so. I have some more entries on AGH.
PPBT.
Okay, there we go. What was, dang, why do I have so many tabs up? PPBT. I don't think I've ever traded that ticker. I'm getting it pulled up. I'm getting my locates first. I'm selfish. Let me pull it up. It's not looking like it's already given back a lot of its gains, but I'm getting locates on it now. PPBT. Yeah, I think I already missed the move. Anyways, AGH, I have some more entries at 219 and 229 and that's the 229 and 219. So if it gets here, I'm adding. If it gets here, I'm adding. I still think it's going to give out. It's running on 85-cent Warren News. Fundamentally, though, it is all green on AskEdgar, but again, this move is just so exaggerated. I'm just going to play it. Not recommending anyone else play it, but it does. This move is kind of excessive, and we're getting to like an area that I think it's going to struggle to get across. So we'll see. I might add more to LIMN here. Just keep a tight stop on those few shares I add right here, since there's not much moving. So now I'm in 400 shares, but I don't even love this play because it's not even up. What is it up? It's like up 30%. The PPBT is starting to get bounce back, so there might be a play here if it gets a little bit higher. But I want to see it get a little higher before I play it. So Martin, you're still in ZOOZ. Ooh, there might be an entry right here for IXHL. I might get a starter here, honestly. It's getting up to this little area. It's having trouble getting across. So let me see. What are the locate fees on this right now? I usually don't like multi-day runners, but I might get a small position if locate fees aren't outrageous. Keep a tight stop if it breaks a new high. So where's it struggling to get above 144? Okay. So I entered a couple thousand shares at $1.37. Then I'll enter a couple thousand more at like $1.42. So I'm in AGH, LIM, and IXHL. None of these have a ton of volume. Could they pick up? Yes, but if we get some decent press releases in the next 2 minutes, hopefully it'll steal some of the attention away. But the press releases so far have been underwhelming. So LIMN is trying to bust through. So if it gets up here to VWAP, okay, I'm about to add. Should have had a position waiting right before, right at VWAP, but I wasn't ready. So I'm in 500 shares now. And then if it gets back to 898, I'll be at 700. Playing a little bit heavier today because, again, like I said, I'm frustrated how yesterday ended. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I trade a little bit, quote unquote, lighter, is because then when I get behind or if I need to recover, keep trading the same. Don't revenge trade, but I just basically double my size. So it's a lot easier to recover from a red day, because a lot of times y'all mention about how consistent I am. I get red often,
OSRH.
but I'll just increase my size the rest of the day. OSRH. Little pop. CYCC is moving. Breaking new highs. Woo. It's up to 30 bucks. I'm getting a position on that. Saying I don't have buying power for this? What? Did they release some news? Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with CYCC. Anybody else playing CYCC? Yeah, I'm not seeing any new CYCC news, so. All right. Well, I'm in it. 26 average. 200 shares, but I already took profit on one of these candles down at like 22. So I'm only in 100 shares now. I was going to re-enter, but for 100 shares, the locate fees jumped up to like $125 or something, so I'm not paying for that. Good morning, Remy. So those turned out to be pretty good ads, so let's see if it keeps fading. This would be a nice time for AGH to break trend. So now I'm in these four positions: AGH, LIMN, XHL, and CYCC. Green in all four right now, though, so can't complain. Barely in some of them, but barely in all of them, actually. AGH, I didn't draw this trend line perfectly, but it's trying to, it looks like it's trying to break trend here, though.
OSRH.
OSRH. Was that the one that was moving earlier? OSRH. Okay. It's getting back in the area that interests me more. It's up 32%. I'm not in it. I want to see more. I want to see more on the move. So CYCC looks like it's about to fade. LIMN breaking new lows. Good stuff. AGH, same. Then IXHL. So yeah, all the positions are kind of playing how I want them to, but I want to see something steal attention away from everything else. So maybe we'll get an exciting runner here and shortly at 8 or something. Was it OSRH? Yeah. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. But right now I'm not too interested. I want to see it up a little bit more. I'm actually surprised CYCC is not fading a little harder. It's no news, but it's been having these weird pumps, like a few times. Well, maybe only a couple, but yeah, it's been pumping last week or two. But this move is a little excessive. But you can see what usually happens after it pumps. It, levels out or comes back down. It actually has a history of holding its gains pretty good after these pumps. Look at pump, then it kind of levels out. Pump, levels out. It doesn't always give it all back, so might be something to keep an eye on with this one. If it starts making like a base somewhere. But as of right now, I'm just going to hold on to it. Because if this fades back to where it started, it'll pay very nicely. Speaking of paying nicely, LIMN. I'm not in as heavy as I wanted to be, but that's all right. Still playing out nice. CYCC must have wicked, just made a move down. It recovered quick. I don't like that. And it's turning green. That's not good. But yeah, wicked all the way down to here, but it recovered very well. Buyers were ready. Appreciate it, Raven. Hope it keeps fading. No news. I mean, it did have news yesterday, but this move was a little excessive. Raven, what's your plan with IXHL? Or where do you plan on taking profit? Are you looking for a complete flush, or are you going to kind of scalp it on the way down, or what? Or, I mean, scale out is what I meant to say. Because on the 5-minute, probably somewhere between $1.05 and the 200 would be nice. And CYCC is not wanting to fade cleanly. If it breaks over this candle, this $25, and holds, I might bounce, honestly, but I'm not saying I think it's going to, but if it starts looking bullish, I'm going to probably get out of it. And sometimes that would be like, I would normally probably add all the way up to like 27 and then potentially not add any more until it gets to about 34 and go a little heavier here to prove it can bust through it. But the locate fees are so excessive on this ticker, so I know I'm not going to be averaging up on it, so I'm getting out of this one before it hurts me. Haven't done it yet, but I want to. I want to see where this candle closes. But if it breaks a new high, I'm probably just going to go ahead and instead of waiting for it to close. I went ahead and closed half my position. Basically break even because I was in at 26. Playing a little bit, like I was saying, I plan on playing a little bit heavier today just to make up some loss at the end of the day yesterday. Raven, waiting for a complete flush down. My entry was $1.40. Got it. $1.40? Nice, bro. So I'm glad I went ahead and got out of half that position. So I'm going to go ahead and get out the rest right here. Normally I'd play these pots, but again, I'm not paying $100 and something for these let me see what the locates are now. For 100 shares, $86. That's not as bad. It's not great, but it's not terrible. What does a 1 minute look like? I don't know. I'm just going to write out my 100 shares for now. I was in 200, trimmed down to 100. Got it. CYCC is filed. Okay. So there's potential merger stuff with CYCC. Cool. The move makes a little bit more sense now. I'll pull up CYCC on AskEdgar. If you're not familiar with AskEdgar, it's similar to like dilution tracker, but better. So very high offering risk. Interesting. Only 2.3 months of cash left. Where do you see the merger info at? Was that news today? I don't really, if it's previous news, it's kind of irrelevant to the move today. Well, they have an active S1 too, and an S4. Deal to involve the window and cash issue. Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing, Golden Pin. Maybe that's why they got this S4 to raise some capital to acquire the Malaysian company. Yeah, there's no seeming, Golden Pin. They are about to dilute. They have an active S4. And this is why I like AskEdgar a little bit better. You can hit something that's called, like, you can ask it anything about this this filing, and it's got like a little AI box, but this is what this S4 is going to say. The filing is registered statement at S4 related to the transaction, blah, blah. Where does it say? What does this mean? Will they potentially dilute? Based on the context provided, there's potential for dilution of existing shareholder interest. The company may issue additional shares and commonly blah, blah, blah. It's not being very detailed. How much can they dilute from this? Okay, here we go. So this company is seeking to approve issue more than 20% of its outstanding shares. That's a lot. Private placement. This company has entered into agreement to issue and sell shares. Agreement of up to 8 million and up to another 25 million. So here's the S1 that usually. So the fact that they already, and I'm not a dilution expert, but I think now that they officially have this S4 that they can dilute. So we'll see. I'm going to just keep playing it. It doesn't really change how I feel about it. I mean, it makes me, I'm happy that they are going to dilute, but it doesn't really change much for my position right now. I mean, UAVS, dang, LIOS. Oh no, this is never. This is a different play. So UAVS. Okay, a little pop. Another multi-day runner is crazy. We're getting a lot of these. Yeah, okay, UAVS. I'm getting a little interested now. Still only up 27%, but keep an eye on it. If it wants to keep going, I'll look at it. It gets up to $4. I might take a position. I'm liking that red candle, so I'm going to enter here. Small position. If it gets back up to 390, I'll add it a little bit heavier. Don't really love this play, so I'm playing small, but it's worth at least making a little on the move. I've already trimmed. Because again, I just like seeing them up more. There's just not much to this move. And I am completely out. Thanks for the heads up. Just not a lot of intense moves this morning. And if you're just now hopping on, I'm in AGHLIMN, IXHL, and CYCC. I'm thankfully green in all the positions, but just minimally. None of them's really made a nice move down yet. But realize 1300 on the morning, and it's mostly LIMN was playing this move down, and I re-entered after it broke. But unrealized, I'm up $600. Just none of them's. They're all like 150 bucks here, 150 bucks here, 50 bucks here, 150 here. So would like to see some of these flush down. Like what I'm seeing with CYCC. I'm glad I didn't close out the entire position, but I might when it gets back down to this 23 level, but I might just hold it and see. Because the volume's not that impressive. I think in 1 minute, if there's some decent PRs, it might pull attention away from it. So we'll see what news comes out. 8 o'clock is when most of the PRs drop. So maybe we'll get something good. CYCC is trying to fight over that 25 level now.
PPBT. Lim.
At 8 o'clock, Trade Ideas just goes berserk.
OSRH. Sond.
ATRA announces FDA acceptance and priority review. So this one might get interesting. ATRA. Nope. It's so hard to predict what pops. Is anything else popping?
MCRP.
MCRP is popping though. MCRP. Dang, it's already flushed back down though. Bro, I'm trying to see like 100% plus move. These moves have been so weak today.
LIDR.
LIDR. still, weak move. That's only 20 cents. Moving up now. So I'm going to get this one pulled up, LIDR. So there we go. This is the move I was looking for. That's why I don't like getting them in too early, because if you're in too early and it makes that move, it hurts.
LIDR.
So I'm in at $1.90. Seeing what it does around this $2 level before I add any more. So I'm adding a little bit more. And if it starts getting really bullish, breaking above this 215 level,
LIDR.
like it's doing, I might trim some and look to add at another spot. NVIDIA news, yeah, that's not good. Might not be the one I want to play. I'm in small right now though. Already trimmed out after that last move. So I'm gonna stay in it unless it breaks a new high. But yeah, I don't like that it's NVIDIA news. I'm actually in it long now. Completely reversed. I'm in a long position now. Up a couple $100, but just want to see if it runs a little bit since it's NVIDIA news. If it breaks below VWAP, I'm just going to get out. But I might let this one just see if it wants to run. Where's that news at? LIDR. Here it is. Apollo now fully integrated into NVIDIA's autonomous driving platform. Oh, so it's just an integration. They didn't. So basically, what is like they allow them to API in or something? Thought it was like a business deal.
PPBT.
I got too many stocks I'm looking at. why I got that alert. Yeah, I'm in a long position here. I got an entry at 205, so we'll see what it does. See if it wants to run based on the NVIDIA news. I'm only in 1,000 shares, so but I'm up a couple hundred on it. But this wants to keep running. I'm fine with that. It looked like it might have taken a little tension away from IXHL. LIMN's kind of doing the same thing. AGH's kind of doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm just going to let this one run if it wants. Anyways, I'm not looking to short that one, obviously, because I just told you I was in it long. So keep an eye on CYCC, IXHL. So I added it up here. So I'm liking this move, LIMN. I'd like to see it fade a little quicker, but it's fading. Just got to be patient. Let's go. Up about $700 on it now. 600. Not bad for just 1,000 shares though. Might actually start taking some profit here soon because I'm up $700 on the long, and I rarely take longs, and I'm not gonna pretend like I'm an expert at it. So I'm gonna take some profit here. And then just leave some runners. Yeah, no, it's just looking bullish. So I'm in 500 shares now long. Went ahead and secured a little bit. There's a good chance it can, Saver. I saw what you saw. I'm not confident it will, but it definitely could. Test this level. CYCC is looking weak, so I'm glad it didn't completely close out of this one. So hopefully this one will fade. This is a good PR to kind of steal attention away. It hasn't affected these that much because there's already not a lot of volume in them. So if there's pops that's getting a lot of attention, like CYCC is a good example though, because it's gotten a decent amount of money flow up until LIDR, but a lot of people potentially closing these positions to get into LIDR. But these are all three of these are, or at least AGH and IXHL, barely moving. Look at it go. Do not sell it soon. Okay. Nice. CYCC starting to fall a little bit harder now. So is LIMN and AGH. Got a little bit of red candle here, so good stuff. So I went ahead and trimmed some of my position here on LIMN, just in case it wants to get to this level and pop. Sometimes the 50 gives it a little bit of issues, so, or slow down the fall. So I went ahead and took a little profit here on LIMN. TYCC, I'm just going to let it fall to the 200. Or as of right now, that's the plan. If the $20 level doesn't give it issues. I'm actually going to close 50 of the 100 shares. So now I'm only in about $1,000 worth. $50 shares. So I closed half my position with LIMN about a minute ago. CYCC, just in case the $20 level gives it trouble. It looks like it's about to break through it. I trimmed half the position, but it looks like it's about to bust through it. I'll write out the last 50 shares to the 200 if it makes it. LIDR. And I'm completely out of LIDR. Went ahead and took profit at 3. Sorry, Saber, I'm out. I'm not as convicted as you are. But I'll be looking for a short soon. Because it's just an integration. It's not like NVIDIA said that this is going to be their number one. Like, I mean, it's just an integration. It's bullish, but it's not NVIDIA saying that they're running with LIDR's software and they plan on scaling it. It's just an integration. It's cool, but I don't think it's that great. Do they get, yeah. The article didn't say how much they'll make on it. Are they getting a profit share from it? Are they getting anything from it? I don't know. So I'm getting ready to short it now. Yeah, just don't get too fooled by because it says NVIDIA. I mean, I still think it's bullish news, don't get me wrong, but I don't think this is like game changing. But you might be right, Saber. It could keep running, but I'm a shorter, so I made almost a 50% move with 1,000 shares. So that's good enough for me to not know what I'm doing. When I say not know what I'm doing, like going long, that's just not I don't pretend to be an expert at that. But I wouldn't be surprised if it keeps running. See what it does here at this $3 level. It's probably give us a good idea of what it's going to do. So I'm in a short now. I wrote up the long from about 2 to 3, and now I'm small entry for short, just to see if this $3 level is going to give it any issues. It's slowing it down, so that's why I entered my position. But again, not super confident, because even if I don't think the news is that great, it still has NVIDIA's name, and as long as people perceive it as good news, that's more important than it actually being good news. So I don't think it's bad news, just want to make that clear, but we'll see. So far, it's the best mover of the day, though. If it breaks over 3, what is that? 305. I'll get out. Boom, I'm out. So I'm out. I'm gonna let it run a little bit longer. I'll let it I'm going to go back to some of these other positions. So $20 level is giving CYCC a little trouble. We'll see what happens. IXHL probably wouldn't be a bad spot to take a profit, because if it does bounce, it's going to be right here, but somewhere in this area. But I'm going to hold off for now. LIMN took profit a little earlier, around 780. Still in 200 shares. I would really like to see AGH fall a little bit more. It's going down. It's going down, just slow. LIDR is back below 3. I'm already out. And some of y'all know I like to wait for the candle to close first, but this is the most bullish stock on the day. So I'm going to be a little strict with my stop losses, a little tight, just in case it does want to rip. Yeah. Your point, Saber. NVIDIA's name's on the news. I mean, there's a reason why I took a long position on it, just to be clear. I'm not saying it's complete trash, or I wouldn't have taken a long on it, but let's see what their dilution looks like. I already forgot what the ticker was. LIDR. They need some cash, but they don't have. Let's see. Yeah, they have negative cash. Offering availability being low, that means that they don't have any like active like S1s or shelf registrations right now, or at the money registration. Not a lot of dilution. They have a history of doing it pretty frequently. 4 or more offerings in the past 2 years. High for cash need. They apparently don't have any warrants to exercise, and they're medium risk for NASDAQ compliance. So I'm surprised it's saying overall offering risk is low, probably just due to there's nothing available right now for them. And again, I'm not a dilution expert, but there's some criteria that must be met before you can just start slinging out offerings. They must not be in that position. Huh, that's weird, especially with negative cash. So we'll see. Saber, you might be right. I might have took profit too early. Let's see what happens. See if it runs to 4. See if I could have got 100% instead of 50%. It's not moving super aggressively though. You know, these first 3 candles kind of, but it surprisingly is kind of grinding right now. No, you good. I know you're just telling your opinion, Saber. You're good. You might be wrong. I might be wrong here, but I don't think you're far off because I think there's a good chance it could run to 4, no doubt. No doubt. And if it gets up here to this 420 range, um, I will definitely be looking to short there. I'm just always like skittish when I'm in long positions because I'm a short bias trader, so I'm always assuming the bottom's about to fall out. That's what I'm normally hoping for. Yeah, I think we'll see what happens at 8:30, but um, hopefully there's a nice little pop. I haven't gotten just like a solid pop and flush. Those are the ones that's the easy money. Where they just pop like 100%, 80%, whatever, and then the next candle just flushes down. Haven't had any of those. The last one, I guess, yesterday was WBUY. Kind of did that, but wasn't just like a complete flush down. This one made a decent move. Wasn't a complete flush down, but it gave back most of its gains. I want to see something like this. Might not get it today, but let's see if 8:30 pumps anything. Yeah, Saber. It's probably the top's probably going to be here at 3 or that $4 level. But if, like you were mentioning, but if it breaks 4, the sky look like it's the limit on it. Oh, maybe 5. But yeah, 5 is going to struggle if it gets all the way up to 5. Yeah, if it gets up to 5, that is between this previous pump and this resistance here. That would be a very good short. So let's see. We might get that opportunity during intraday. But 1 minute, news will be dropping. CYCC still dropping. IXHL, LIMN, AGH. They're just slow. Jesus. I want to see a flush. Agree completely, Saber. You've called a few of these things, right? So that's why I have that's why I had a strict stop loss with it, because I think it could run. So let's see if any news pops out or pops up. See, it's funny because I read something like this as very bullish, but it's not going to pop. Probably low float penny stock, but backlog of 120 million. That's solid for a low float penny stock. That just means if they can get their internal supply chain or whatever they need to do internally to meet that 120 backlog. ISPC announces a offering. Oh, MULN changing their names. I wonder how the market will react to that. Huh, okay. This looks like there's some decent news. Or something, a few things to get people's attention. Let's see. Not really seeing much movement though. Yeah, I'll pay for it. I like paying for things, I guess. I don't know why. 15-second delay is what you get if you don't pay. And I don't even know if I really need. Well, the reason why I'm paying for it is because you can change the filters and stuff. I like that. MRSN, reverse split. But yeah, I don't think anything's really moving right now. So LIDR will probably stay bullish. Let me know if y'all are seeing anything. PSTV got a, no, never mind. Yeah, I don't know, but CYCC is finally flushing down. MXL's getting a little pop here. Might be late to the show though. MXL. Oh, it's 9:30. No, it's 8:30, right? I'm in a different time zone. Yes, it's 8:30. Okay. For a second, I thought it might be market open. Yes, 8:30. Got confused for a second. Another boring pre-market. Sorry, guys. I mean, there's money to be made today, but it's not that exciting. Yeah, no Saber. This was exactly what I was just saying. The market's not doing much with these PRs. You'll see that. I actually like slow small cap season. It has been very active. I trade better in the slow season because everything just fades away. Baby pops and then fades away. It's been pretty active the last few months. Honestly, ever since the election or inauguration, January, it's been pretty wild. Started about February. I didn't enter this one, but I was going to keep an eye on it. Martin, LIDR. If it bounces from VWAP, I will try long. Might not be a bad play. Might not be a bad play. Yeah, because that'll almost align with this little level right here at 270. I think my biggest win on the day is a long. I don't say that very often. Or actually, yeah, I'm not confident it was, but no, LIMN playing those initial pops definitely was more. You might not get your chance, Martin. Pretty strong green candle. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, let me know. I'm not going to talk just to talk. So y'all know my plan. Just keep an eye on CYCC, IXHL, LIMN, and AGH. Just hoping they slowly fade away. So Might short LIDR at some point, but that point is not right now. So I'm gonna sit here and monitor. Let me know if you have questions, but I'm gonna stop yapping for a little bit. Agree, Saber. I think there's a good chance it does. Saber, you said, do not like being long on any stocks, but sometimes the market condition forces me. Yeah, no. I took a long position today. I rarely do, but I'll do it occasionally. By the way, thank y'all who subscribed today. If y'all are still on, I'm sitting at 99 subscribers now, so appreciate it. Wanted to get to 100, so thank y'all for subscribing and liking the video. It's been slow the last couple of days, and Steven the Beast will be with us tomorrow as well. So it's always fun trading with him. We got two different styles. So he plays more of the move down. I play kind of the move up. But fundamentally, technically, we're still looking for the same thing. So he'll be with us tomorrow.
Trib.
TRIB approaching the 200. It's only up a little bit. Yeah, I'm not interested in this. I just have some alerts when things approach the 200. So it's getting close to it. But it's not up very much. So it's kind of moving weird. So I'm not interested. Yeah. I'll pass. Is this a potential short or is this bullish? Let's see what this candle does. I think it probably keeps running now because there's just nothing else moving. Boom. Martin, thinking about longs confuses me. Same, bro. It's so funny. I'm just so short biased that the entire time I'm in a long position, I'm just like, yeah, that's probably longs do this too. You got to be a little paranoid when you trade. Shouldn't be super paranoid and where it flaws your judgment, but you need to be a little scared when you're trading to, always have good risk management. Don't get too reckless. But when I'm in long positions, I'm always just assuming the bottom's going to fall out. Enter LIDR at 320. Short, I assume. Raven, you've been killing it lately, so curious to see how this plays out. Let me make sure none of these positions are going against me. So annoyed. I had a feeling H, and it's still, the battle's not over. I'm nice and green in this one, but I had a feeling it would start giving it back at some point. I think at at market open, I think there's a good chance this one flushes down. The hype is over. It ran on offering news or warrant news, which is super weird, but it's not the first time I've seen it. The momentum's over, I think. So I'm hoping for a nice little flush at open. Ooh, LIDR. C-pop likes to pop, for lack of better words. But that news seems kind of weak to me. A little pop. Let's see what it does. About 10, 12, 15% move. Nothing. What happened there? I hate I trimmed a little when it popped up right here, but that's all right. Still made decent on this one. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm just going to stop talking until something exciting happens. But LIDR is looking bullish. Interesting. Very strange price action on LIDR. Huge bids driving the price up. Yeah, no, it might be getting manipulated up. Who knows? That's the thing about small caps you got to be aware of. It's so easy to manipulate these stocks, even a well with, a big position, because that's what happened to AGH last night. It was so frustrating. They just walked this thing up. Oh, nice, Martin. Yeah, those are nice. 3 nice candles right there. Yeah, I was playing this one a couple days ago, or Monday. Well, this is the one I swung. I posted an alert about it. Yeah, my overnight holds have just rocked me this week. Yeah, this jacked up my day yesterday. I was still up a couple grand, and then I let AGH almost wipe it out at the end of the day. But it is due to give some of this back. And I know you know this. You're a fundamental trader, Martin, but terrible financials, terrible fundamentals. Almost all red on AskEdgar. They have an open offering, so I don't know when they plan on dropping it, but I think it's inevitable. But good. Glad it moved in the direction for you. I'm all out of CYCC, by the way. I said I was going to wait till the 200, but I got out at, I think, 1813. We got some news. Nothing. LIDR might make a new high here soon. So tempting to jump in, but I'm gonna wait till 4. Is it exactly at 4? 4:30. Yeah, no, Nestor, this is rough, to be honest. The last couple of days have been very rough. Um, yeah, I would say this is on the slow side for sure. So y'all probably heard me talk about the slow season. I'm good. I'm better at slow season. January I made 61K. February I made like 45K. Like I love slow small cap season actually. I don't do as well whenever it's hot. And so this feels like very, very slow. Like this is, even in a slow season, this is a slow day. So yeah, it's been chaos lately with some of these plays. But this is, this is pretty brutal. That's why I took a long on this position, because my strategy, it's weird because my strategy works best when there are multiple things moving, because money rotation, things like that. But in the slower season, most things just fade away. So oddly enough, I trade better during the slower season, slower small cap season. But yeah, no, this is probably one of the slowest weeks period. Because remember, even Monday, we didn't get that much action either. And you can kind of tell when it's happening because you'll get, which one was this? No, I don't want to play that one. You'll get, there's some decent PRs that came out today, and like it didn't really move very many stocks. Only the one associated with NVIDIA bounced. So yeah, I wouldn't say this is normal. I would say like we're seeing a lot of action, and now it's just kind of falling off this week. I'm not really sure what that's about. But yeah, I entered my position at 205, got out at 3. I should have listened to Saber and held it. Like, this is good news that just came out. Let's see how the market reacts to it. Announces FDA acceptance and priority review of their BLAs for the treatment of EBV and PTLD. Again, that deserves at least a bounce in a hot market. Let's see what it does. Like, look at this weak ass move. Sorry for my language. Like, this is just hardly anything's moving. Crazy. Yeah, the meme stock frenzy. They Reddit timed that pour. Yeah, it's been hot for a long time. Yeah, I was looking at GoPro this morning. This little sure didn't last, because if any of y'all were trading during that time, every day was just like vertical, just just kept going straight up. It's pretty crazy. Nine o'clock news coming in. Wint, WINT, 520 million for crypto treasury. I don't mind playing the crypto treasuries right now because they've been kind of weak. But yeah, look, just pops and no follow through. Like, that's barely a move. LIDR is getting close to where I might consider a position, though. And if any of y'all just hopped on, the reason why I'm considering a position here is previous high. This is also probably a pretty good level, around 5, because it previously popped to 516, and there's a little bit of resistance right here, so it's getting close. No, I haven't noticed either, Raven. So we're already above 5. Or, sorry, above 4. Man, y'all know my number, and this is not me. Y'all know I have my like 2K days. You know what I mean? Like once I hit 2K, and the thing is, y'all say I'm consistent, but it's more that when I hit 2K, I just slow down. I don't trade as much anymore. That's kind of my goal. But I'm already well above that, so I'm tempted to not even mess with LIDR. But I think I'm going to enter a position here shortly. See what it does around this level. I did enter though. I got in at 521. Actually did pretty good, I think. So it got up to 525. Yeah, I entered a little starter at 421. Only a couple hundred shares, literally 200 shares, $800. Entered 200 more at 430. I know you'll probably think I'm crazy playing the front side move like this, but this is who I am. $200 more shares at 439. $200 more shares at 449. Now I'm in the money. I'm trimming because, again, I don't want that big of a position because this thing is bullish and nothing else is moving. So I'm back to only 400 shares. Made $50. More just averaged in like that, just so I could get my average where I wanted it. So my average is $4.38 now, $4.38, only 400 shares. Like I said, I'm up above my 2K goal for the day, so I don't want to play too heavy. I trimmed some in the teens. I'm only at 200 shares now. I actually might trim the rest. And now I'm out. It hit my 417, so maybe made $100 on it. But I'm gonna be honest, it's the main thing moving today. So I think this is a great entry, but I'm comfortable where I'm at on the day, so I don't want to force this trade. You called it, Saber. Should have held my long. I could have made 100% return. I made 50 though, and honestly, that's probably my best long position in a long time. I'm not going to pretend like that's common. I usually suck at going long. It was only 1,000 shares though, so, but I made decent on it. So for me, oh, it's a 30-cent halt. Wow. Yeah, this thing will be halting today then, probably. Okay, looking at other positions. My IXHL's fading like I wanted it to. Glad I got out at CYCC around 18. This is why I get out a little before the 200, because this is an area that likes to pop. LIMN still holding. AGH still holding. They haven't been fun, but they have been fading. It's a good sign that it's acknowledging this level. So y'all probably know this, but when it blows past levels and like doesn't look back, you can just pretend like that level never existed. But you see this strong wick above it, it closes below it, and now we get a red candle. It's definitely acknowledging this level. So probably not a bad short position. Again, talking about myself, I can't give financial advice, but I'm happy where I'm at on the day. I tend to think more is better, but I'm over my 2K daily goal, so I'm not going to force it today. The thing that makes me nervous about this one is there's nothing else really moving. So if all eyes are on this ticker, that creates a recipe for it to blast off. And it has NVIDIA in the name. I personally don't think it's that great of news. They just integrate it into their software or whatever. But that doesn't matter in my opinion. It's the perception of the public. So, and small cap longs, they can fall in love with anything. It's remarkable. Some of the things I see on Webull and stock tweets and stuff like that, I'm just like, what? It's funny because, you know, a lot of the best traders out there talk about like not being emotional with trading. I feel like small cap traders are quite emotional. Sorry, it should be 10%, so we'll be 45 cents halts. So we'll be halt all day. How does that work this Saber? I thought it was based on the closing price of the previous day. So I think you're right. Wouldn't it be 30 cents? Or that'd be 10 cents. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know. You're probably right. So is it 10% of the current price? Should look that up. Got it. Okay, cool. Thanks, Saber. I didn't know that was the formula. Sorry, I got it on AGH, that boring checker. Let's look at LLIDR. That's a good sign. If any of y'all took that short. Got it. So about 45. Should have held on to it. It's a nice move down. I hope some of y'all played it. This one, I feel like I probably should take it at the 200, but oh, this is multi-day bullish. That's right. It's got so much it could give back, though. Kind of want to hold it, though. See if it drops to $1. I'm out of CYCC, so I don't even know why I keep checking it. LIMN is kind of going sideways. I think this one will flush, but these tickers are so manipulated. What I saw yesterday, nothing will surprise me. How they just walked it up intentionally at like 7:30 when there was no liquidity. Weak news. Raven, I don't know what to do with this one. I like that it's making newer lows, but I feel like I should take profit at the 200, but I might gamble a little bit. I think it has a decent amount it could give back. So I might let this one run throughout the day. Set a stop. Yeah, Went's not moving. It's not moving at all. Yeah, there's no volume in the market this morning. This was a decent crypto news. It's like 520 million. I think they secured it. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I was thinking back about my comment earlier about me liking the slow market. I don't really know why I like the slow markets. I don't know why I make more in the slow markets. You would think I'd make more in the hot markets because there's more opportunities. And I'm kind of a quantity trader, not a quality. I don't wait for like one trade a day and wait for the perfect entry. No, I take a bunch of trades throughout the day. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Maybe I don't get blown up as much in the slow markets. I don't know. Yeah, Saber, it goes back to perception. Like, you're right. I personally think this news is substantially better than LIDR's news because 520, I think they secured 520 million in crypto. Did they secure it? I don't want to misquote. What did it say? But just think about that. A lot of people predicting Bitcoin to go up to 1 million in the next, 5-ish years, 10 years maybe. If they have 520 million, so announces up to 520 million in new funding for Bitcoin, the ELOC and stock purchase agreement. But yeah, long story short, if they get 500, the funding consists of 500 million equity line of credit. Oh, that's a line of credit though. I wonder what kind of rates they get for those kind of line of credits. Let's just say 7%. I think Bitcoin's going to outperform 7% over the next few years, but $500 million, 7% interest, that's tough. Maybe 5%. There you go. We started talking about it, Saber. It's starting to move now. Oh, good. You got your average up? $500K seller at $1.09. Have fun getting through that. You got that, don't you, Saber? You can bust through that. What a slow week. Hey, that's not bad for that little bit of a move. 120. This is the one I'm the most confused about. I'm well in the money, up about 300, 350 bucks on it. The thing I don't like about it is it's multi-day runner, but it started at 22 cents. And it's hard to time the top of the moves like this. But for some reason, if it was Friday, I would definitely hold and think the move was probably going to end. But I'm still tempted to see if this gives back more. Has it been honoring the 200? Yeah, it's kind of been honoring the 200 though. That's the part I don't like. I don't know. I might take half out at 115 and then ride the rest. I think that'll make me happy. LIMN is starting to trade sideways. I don't like that. So earlier, y'all probably heard me say I took some right here at like $8. Might take the rest. I'll see what happens with market open. But right now, I'm just in IXHL, AGH, and LIMN. So How's it going, Alex? You sure didn't miss much. It's been a slow morning. Pretty easy to give a recap. Nothing happened really, besides LIDR. I took a long position at 2, sold at 3, even though Sabre told me to keep holding till 4, and I didn't listen. So I'm gonna start listening to Sabre more. So the market opens in 7 minutes. I don't really have much of a watch list or much to say. I don't plan on really playing LIDR. It hit this level to a T that we predicted, and it's starting to, obviously, it's acknowledged it. I do like that. If it blew past it and didn't look back, that level's irrelevant. But it has acknowledged it. It is bouncing around it. My concern is that since nothing else is moving, it could stay bullish. So I don't plan on entering it. I'm just going to see if my IXHL, LIMN, and AGH position just keeps falling. I might just have a stop loss on these. I have a very busy day, so I'm not going to be. I know you'll hear me say that all the time, but I never catch up. So I don't plan on trading during the day. I don't even think I'm gonna have my alerts on today because I have to leave Santa Rosa Beach by Saturday, and I still have a lot to do here. So when I trade, I'm just so distracted. So I'm up over my 2K that I like to hit for the day. So I won't be trading much. So doubt you'll see any alerts. My alerts haven't been that great lately anyways. Raven, yeah, some problems. Dang, so y'all are still having TradeZero issues? I hope that doesn't happen to me. That only happens whenever I'm in a massive position I need to close. Yeah, mine's still working. Dang, I hate that. That's frustrating when your broker is acting sketchy. And I rarely have issues with TradeZero, or I wouldn't be promoting them. I have the link in my description. They're probably still the most dependable broker I've ever had, but I had that issue one time too, where I was hard for me to, or I couldn't log in, but I've been using them for a couple of years. That only happened once. And they actually gave me my locate fees back too to make it better. So I'm not seeking perfection. I'm seeking reliability. And if they screw up, they try to make it better. So they've done that with me. But yeah, they gave me my locate fees back for the day, which was not bad because they add up. Yeah, Saber, thanks for the pump. Yeah, if you use my link below, you just kidding. My affiliate link, you don't have any issues. Just kidding. I wish it was that way. I wish I could guarantee that. I'm using TradingView, and one of my positions there is nice. Profit 5,650. What do you? Is that real? Or are you talking about like paper trading? If you did, that's awesome, Martin. I'm using Trading View, and on one of my positions, there is nice. Bro, did you make $5,000? That's awesome. Oh, okay. Real, that's awesome. Oh, it's a mistake. Ah, that sucks. Thought you were being serious. They having technical problems. But yeah, and just so y'all know, do this too. They probably don't appreciate me saying this, but I've reached out to TradeZero. Anytime I have issues, I'll like try to see how they can fix it. I request the like things like that, and also I got my locate fees cut down too. Again, I'm probably not supposed to say this, but if you reach out to them and if you trade enough, which I do, I get reimbursed. I get like 7% back on my locate fees, or 8% or something. So the brokers will do stuff to keep you around. So if you ask for it, sometimes you'll get it. But anyways, market's about to open. See if all my positions tank. So the main ones I'm looking at is IHL. I just don't want to see AGH reverse. I want to see it go down, which it is. Good. Looks like they're all going down good. AGH going down. I'm going to take some profit here on AGH because this one made me want to cry yesterday. Let's see. IXHL. I'm going to take some as it's acknowledging the 200 as well. Then I'll feel a lot more comfortable just writing out the positions I'm in. So basically, I'm just taking profit on all these. LIDR, boom.
LIDR.
So the next level is $5. I think it might have just held it up. So we have some resistance here. I'm not playing it. I already told y'all I'm happy where I'm at on the day. And this is the only thing moving. So proceed with caution. But there is another solid level coming up.
IXHL.
What? Why did it say that? It's trying to scare me. Oh, it did move up a little, but I took some profit on it already. All right, I'm not going to be on here much longer. Oh, let's see. IXHL. If it breaks over VWAP, I'm just getting out of it. I have a good entry on it, so I'm still well in the money, but I don't want it to reverse on me. But I think it fails here at the VWAP. I'm just going to let my last 200 shares of LIMN just run. AGH already closed out half my position at $1.51. IXHL closed some around 118, I think. So yeah, I'll just put some stops on these and let them run most of the day. But yeah, I'm not going to stay through all the LIDR action. There's solid levels here, but NVIDIA's in the news.
SUGP.
Nothing else is running except SUGP, I guess. What's it doing? Well, that's okay. Okay. Did it just hold up? Nope. I'm going to go ahead. I might play this one. SUGP. Let me see how much it's up. Oh, it's only up 35%. I'm going to let it run a little bit more. I think it has more in the tank. Actually, I just took a position. My entry is 103. Not the best, but I'm already in the, I mean, already 80 bucks in the money though, so. Now it's coming back. If it breaks a new high, I'm just going to cut though. I'm seeing some big ass, but it's eating through it, so. Yeah, I'm just going to write out the rest of these AGH because again, like I was saying, the news was warrant news. They like private placement for like 85 cents or something. So it broke this low. I'm just going to write it out. I'll set a stop somewhere. So LIDR is coming down now. Let me get a better view of it. That's a good sign that it, if you're stuck, if anybody's stuck in it, that it didn't just keep halting up, but I'm trying to sneak in a position on LIDR for it. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on it if I think it's going to halt down, but it looks like it's recovering. So I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna go ahead and trim IXHLs. Looks like I just don't want this one to go against me. I have a good entry on it, but you know what? I'm gonna let it play a little bit longer. LIMN still falling nicely. Ooh, AGH is going against me a little bit. Well, I mean, I'm still in the money, but I don't like that move up. Let's see if it holds. If it breaks over 175, I'm going to cut, but I'm not confident it's going to. And if it does, I will close it while I'm still in the money. SUGP is finally breaking over that 1.5 level. I'm already out of it. I don't know if I said that. I made very minimal on it. I just got out quick at like 99 cents. These ones that are only up 30%, there's just not a lot of meat on the bones for me. It's almost not even worth it. I'm going to go ahead and get out of IXHL. I don't want to, though, if you can't tell. You know what? I got a good entry, so I'm just going to put a stop about 145. I'm going to do that and then just see if it falls most of the day. All right, so I'm probably about to bounce here in a second, but LIDR showing some weakness. It looks like it's struggling to hold over that $4 level. Here's the 1 minute. Very, very strong red candle down. So not out the woods yet, but at least it's not just the ones that hurt me are the ones that's just like you don't even get a chance to manage the position. It just keeps like holding up or moving against you. So oh yeah, nice. Nice. Sorry, I haven't looked at the comments in a while. Oh, oh dang, SUGP is pumping pretty good now. ZOOZ, I'm seeing your comment now, Martin. Ooh, ooh. Dang. So I just got an entry on ZOO. This is just a risk versus reward play. If it breaks new high, I'm going to cut, which it might. It's about to do it right now, I think. There's a big ask, though, so it might not. But the point is, I'm entering this position. If it breaks new high, I'm going to cut quickly. But if not, I'm going to hope it fades most of the day. So I'm going to put my stop. Oh, there's a decent size ask at 330 that it's struggling to break through, but I'm going to do a stop market at 335. I'm only in 900 shares, but I'm willing to lose a few. I got an entry at 328, so I'm fine losing 7 cents for potential much more, but it's staying. It looks like it wants to bust through that 330. And it's slowly eating away that ask. I'll probably end up getting stopped out of this one. Hasn't broken it yet, but man, it's slowly eating through the ask right now. And there it goes. Boom. That's all right. I'll see if it holds. I'm out though. Martin, if you're still in this, bro, you might want to. So yeah, I lost about 7 cents. 1,000 shares, about $70. I can live with that. Worth a try. Let me see what other comments are. Yeah, no problem, Golden Pin. You're always in green, Raven, so I don't expect anything less, bro. Agree, Golden Pin. It really needs to hold above 4. Oh, to unlock its baby shelf. Interesting. Oh, now it's coming back. Man. So I usually like for it to close, but I was in a little heavy, so, well, heavier, because I just don't want to give back my gains. But yes, it's flushing down now. Really want to be in this play because I think they're going to do an offering soon. I think it's probably getting manipulated up. But I'm not going to force it, so. AGH is trying to go against me a little bit, but I got like a $2 entry, so I'll probably just do a stop loss a little above it. I think AGH should get back some of these gains. It's running on like dilution news. And it's already broken trend. It's lower than this previous level, or it got below it, then popped up. So it's a pivot here. So there's a little bit of chaos in this little 150, 160 level. So I see why it struggled to break below it, but I'm going to just set a stop on this one above 2 and just see if it fades throughout the day. But that's all for me today. If there's anything y'all need me to look at, let me know. If not, I'll see you tomorrow, Steven will be joining, and hopefully it'll be a little bit more exciting. Sadly, Fridays have the least amount of PRs, which makes sense. Companies know people forget about these tickers over the weekend, so hopefully there'll be some action regardless, though. But AIRE, trying to snuck one in on me. No, I want to see it up a little more, but I'll keep an eye on it. Anyways, signing off. See y'all tomorrow.